Hey there, real quick, before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Clopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started.
Alrighty, this is Coffin Dance. It's from the Coffin Dance, the meme, Coffin Dance. I don't know. It's not from a thing, but it's been requested a whole bunch. So we're doing this song tonight. It's a lot of fun to play. It's got a huge jump in it, and I'm going to tell you more about the song later. But first, let me tell you, this is the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what, Jamin? First of all, I've never heard this song before until just now. I'm apparently out of the loop.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Although I did download TikTok, so I'm slightly in the loop, but not really.
Oh,
I'm not even sure that's...
You just downloaded TikTok?
No. Several,
forever ago.
Almost a year ago. And then the other thing is not all that exciting, but Trader Joe's has audible foods now. And it's really great. Your
life is that exciting, is it? That you're reporting on produce from your local grocer. All right.
Oh, also, I'm finally getting some revenue from Spotify.
Hey,
which is exciting.
Okay, you've got old people problems now. Okay.
Yeah. So whoever's watching can decide which of those was the most interesting and go with that.
All right. Cool. Yes. Internet revenues or local grocery updates.
Or that I've never heard the song before.
There we go. Yeah. Well, those all three actually oddly go together. So let's jump into this song here. We're supposed to start on a D. In order to find a D, you're going to take any group of 2 black notes. As soon as you can see my keys here. There we go. Any group of 2 black notes, like those ones or those ones or those ones. Just don't pick a group of 3 and you'll be fine. So a group of 2 black notes, and then the one in the middle right there, that one's a D. You don't have to know that it's a D, but find the note that's in the middle of a group of 2 black notes. And you're just gonna play that one and the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one, except not really. Not the next to last one. So on the very, very end of it, we have to jump. So in my mind, it's like kind of like a fish hook or something. Like you go down and then you're gonna jump and then you're gonna curl back and hit the note that you missed. So we're gonna play like that, jump down, and then curl up right here. And that's the beginning part that is use a hook and play. And I'd highly recommend that you say the words out loud as you go, starting on a D, C, B, G, A, and saying out loud, use a hook and play. Cool. So that's the beginning of it. That might take some practice. That might be enough of an assignment for you right now, because when you play it along with the track, it's got to go really fast. Like that. So that might take some practice to skip over that A and then come back and hit it. But those are the first 5 notes. I'm going to move on. You can come back later and watch the rest of this video if that's the thing that you need to practice for right now. But moving on, we're going to play one more of those A's that we just played. So we played it on the word play, and we're going to play it again on the word just. And then we're going to go to an E. So an E is the note that's one higher than the note that we started on, or you can think of it as jumping over 3 notes here to jump up to that one right there. However you want to think about it, or the note that's above a group of 2 black notes. There's all kinds of ways to find E's, but we need to find an E and then play that one. And then we're going to do another walk down. This is actually just a regular old walk down. So we're going E, D, C, B. All 4 of those notes all in a row. A, walk, down, use. So those are the notes for those words. A, walk, down, use. Let me play all of that together so you can hear how that's supposed to go after you've practiced it. You shouldn't have it down perfectly yet. It would eventually sound like use a hook and play, just a walk, down, use. Cool. We've got one more walk down. It's not going to be on from the E, but the note right next to it. So we're going to play a couple B's and then go to that note and just walk down. Same thing, 4 notes all the way down. And those were the notes for this section right here. One more walk, then a big. And now we have the biggest jump that we've ever had in any song ever in the history of Kids Learn Piano Live. We're going to go from here all the way up to this note right here. It's a C. How are you going to find that? Well, you could jump over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes. You could go up 9 notes. What I'd recommend is you just find a group of 2 black notes that's really super high, and you play the note right below that. That's going to be a C, and that way you don't have to count up 8 notes or anything. You just got to be able to find a group of 2 black notes and play the note right below it. So from this one right here to this, and then we're pretty much done with the song at that point. So we got to play the A. Let me show you where these notes are. Yes, right here. From this A all the way up to that C. Huge jump right here. So the A up to the C, and then once you get to the C, it's just back and forth between C and the note right next to C, which happens to be a B because that's the way the alphabet works. So 5 notes starting on C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. You're pretty much done. That's kind of the whole song because the rest of it is just going to repeat. When we played, let's see here, play right there. If you just go back and you play all of the notes after you play the that thing, you play that thing a couple times, the A, C, B, C, B, C, A, C, B, C, B, C, that thing right there, it repeats. So we play that, we play it again. It's just the big jump part. And then right here, you'll notice that play is the same as that play. So we're just gonna repeat the whole entire thing. And I say play the whole entire thing like it's an easy thing, but the truth is, practicing all of that might take a week or 2 or 3 or 4. It's a lot of notes. Eventually, you'll be able to play it along with the track. If you're in the archives right now, I want you to press pause, practice up whatever section it is you need to work on. We're going to play along with the track, so you can come back to us after you've practiced that. If you're live with us, then just get all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the notes that you missed. Let's try it all together. I'm going to count 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll start. So 2 counts of 2, and then we're going to start on this D. Okay? Get all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the ones you missed. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Use a hook and play. Just a walk down. Use one more walk, then a big jump. A really, really big jump. It's really big. We play. Just a walk down. Use one more walk, then a big jump. A really, really big jump. It's really work. And then after that, if you want to pause the track there for a second, we're going to go, we've got like one more section that's kind of like a bonus section. You don't have to play it. It's not part of the main song, but it is in there. So if you wanted to, it's a couple notes. It's pretty easy, and you get to repeat the same note over and over and over and over. So we're gonna have to play a C, find a C, not the really, really high one that we were playing before, but a lower one underneath a group of 2. Again, this is totally optional. If you don't play this, that's perfectly fine. But we got 4 C's all in a row. So you could just count 1, 2, 3, 4, or you could say the words counting with your whatever, and then we're gonna jump over a note to go up to that one. It happens to be called an E. If you know your letters, that might be helpful. And then literally just count 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the number of times you play the note, and it's also the lyrics. That's convenient. So, really? Okay. Well, let me show them the rest of these notes because this is the bonus section, but I'll go quick. I promise, Clavel. So we've got counting with your 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go down one note to the note that we skipped over. It's called a D. We're going to play that and say, then on one more. And then we go up to this one. Also play this one 4 times with the same chords. That's a G. We're skipping over 2 notes to get up to that G with the same chords. And then we've got another page that just has one note on it 12 times. It's the note that's right next door. It's an A. 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or you can say the words out loud. 12 note encore, hit the dance floor, just don't get bored. And then if you wanted to, play along with the track and go over and over and over, you could do that. And that's just the beginning part again. Use a hook and. So if you want to practice going use a hook and after your 12 of these, 12 note encore, hit the dance floor, just don't get bored, then that'll help you get back to the beginning. So we'll practice more of this later, but for right now, I want to say happy birthday to everyone who has an October birthday that we missed in our lesson 2 weeks ago, and we usually do birthdays. So happy birthday, October birthdays. Happy birthday. Now, Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity.
This week is the treble clef dice, and you just cut out the dice and tape them together so you can test yourself on the treble clef. And tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from Clopple, our favorite mascot.
And now it's time for our feature of the day. Today it's a world record. But in order to explain the world record, I gotta tell you what's going on with the Coffin Dance. So the Coffin Dance is actually a compilation, that was a big word. It's like a bunch of snippets of a bunch of different funerals from, I believe, New Orleans, where they like have parades and stuff every time they have a funeral. So they are not actually dancing to that music that they're playing, the Coffin Dance music. They're playing what I think is much better music, which is like classic jazz, old-timey, traditional jazz and stuff. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on there, is like the reason they're like dancing and stuff is it's part of their tradition. And so then I got to wondering, well, what's the longest funeral dance procession that's ever been? And when I looked it up, I found out that it was 15 million people for some dude named C.N. Anadurai. I don't know, whatever. But 15 million people, that's pretty impressive. So anyway, that's the longest funeral procession ever. Apparently, that's our world record. And yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be beating that anytime soon. Well, let's do a little bit of mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
This week it's from Aiden B, who says, Dear Jamin, do your kids play piano? Yeah, most of them play piano most of the time. We've got kind of a lot of instruments laying around, and we just kind of play whatever we're excited about at the moment. So, yeah, at the moment, I think there's like 3 or 4 of them that are like practicing pretty consistently, but then there's some, every now and then they'll like take a break and like work on ukulele or drums or other things too. So I don't know how many of them are gonna like continue to like play or whatever, but yeah, we got a piano and they're playing songs all the time. So kind of like you, it's like whatever they're interested in at the moment, whatever songs they're really wanting to do, then they practice that one a whole lot until they kind of have it down, and then they move on to something else. Well, we have a little bit of secret information about this song I want to tell you about right now.
Secret information.
And this week, in our top secret information folder, we have 2 things about this song, actually. So the first thing is that this is what's called an AAB format. Now, if you know the secret information from the other songs, you're used to hearing me say AABA. This is not an AABA. Let me show you what this means. That means that you already know we have that repeating thing, right? So we got like this section right here. We'd call that the A section. And then we do the whole thing one more time exactly. So we play all of those notes, and that's also considered the A section. So we play the A section, and then we play the A section again. It has nothing to do with the letter A. It's just A because that's the first letter in the alphabet. So if you want to name your sections, you'd have A and B and C and D and E. So that's the first section. It happens twice, has nothing to do with the letter A right here. So the A section and then the A section, and then you have something entirely different before you come and repeat all of it again. So this last part right here, the last 2 lines, is what we would call the B section. So this one is an AAB, not an AABA. And if you want to be really super secret about this, most people won't even know this is a thing. But every now and then next to the A, you'll have this little like apostrophe right there. That is this symbol for the word prime. So A prime means pretty much it's the A section, note for note, all exactly the same, except for maybe 1 or 2 notes at the end. And we changed up some of the words here at the end. Right here, we change up those words. The end of it's a little, just a tad different. So that one might be considered an A prime, but it's A and then B and then AAB and then AAB and then AAB with no ending A. Okay, next thing in this folder is this song is in the key of A minor. Why would that be? Oh, that's right. Usually the way that we know this song is in A minor is because it's got G sharps this song does not have G sharps. This one has regular Gs, which is really weird for the key of A minor. But because you've got the song that begins, like it all circles around this A right here. A is kind of like the most important note, and if you were going to end the song, you'd want to end it on an A and not a C. So since A is the home base, it uses all white notes. Even though this time it doesn't have a G sharp in it, it's still the key of A minor. Well, that's all the secret information that's in here, so that means the last piece of secret information is who won the raffle. Maybe it's you.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.